Hey guys, welcome back to another lesson in my piano course for beginners level 2. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and if you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up. If you're interested in getting the accompanying method book for this course, there's going to be links for that below, and I also offer online piano lessons. If you're looking for one, there's going to be information below. In this lesson, we're going to talk about the dotted crotchet or dotted quarter note. In level 1, we learned about the dotted minim or dotted half note, which was a 2-beat note with a dot, and the dot made it 3 beats long because the dot always adds half of the original note's value to itself. So it's almost like multiplying it by 1.5. The same idea applies to the crotchet or quarter note, but it's going to be much harder to count it because a quarter note or a crotchet is 1 beat. The dot is going to add half of that, which is half a beat. So a dotted quarter note or a dotted crotchet is going to be 1.5 a beat. When a note is 1.5 beats long, it's going to be very hard to know exactly where it ends and when the next note starts. So for that reason, we're going to subdivide our counting again, just like when we count quavers or eighth notes, 1 and 2 and that way we can easily know when the dotted crotchet or quarter note is going to end. If you have a look at this example now, you can see that if I tie a quaver or an eighth note to a crotchet or quarter note, it's going to be the exact same thing as a dotted crotchet or a dotted quarter note, because the quaver is the value of the dot. So a tied note is going to be the same as a dotted note. So let's try to clap this. We're going to clap on the tied note and the quaver at the end. So you're going to hold it 1 and 2 and. So the quaver, the last eighth note, comes on the and. 1 and 2 and. And the same applies to the dotted crotchet. So 1 and 2 and. So 1 and 2 is the dotted crotchet, and the and is when the next note comes. So let's try to loop this and let's pick a note on the piano. I'm going to pick the C and G here in the middle. You can pick any note you want and just keep looping that one bar or one measure, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. So the quaver in the end, the eighth note, is going to be very quick, and the next dotted crotchet comes right after. I prepared 2 exercises here to practice the rhythm. You can either clap it or again pick a note on the piano, tap it on the piano lid. It doesn't really matter as long as you get the rhythm right. And the first one you can see on the screen now, and this one is going to be 4 bars long, and it has a combination of crotchets, dotted crotchets and quavers. So let's start first clapping. We're going to start 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now again, let me pick a note, same C and G. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The second exercise contains quavers in groups, so it's going to feel much faster than the dotted crotchet. Let's clap it first. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let me pick my notes again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it can be very confusing when the notes are mixed after each other. So practice a lot of these 2 clapping exercises to really familiarize yourself with the rhythms, and then we can carry on and learn a few pieces with this new rhythmic pattern.